It is the most pitiful planet in the solar system. It is only one step away from becoming the sun, but it is only one step away from becoming the sun. If it can eat a little fatter 4.6 billion years ago, even if it increases its quality by 75 times, its core can ignite a huge change in the Milky Way and become a real star. At that time, our solar system will have two suns. The sky of the Earth will always be daytime, but it's a pity that it can't cross that threshold. It's called Jupiter, a failed star. But don't underestimate it. Jupiter is the king of planets in the solar system. Its quality is 318 times that of the Earth, which is twice as much as the other planets in the solar system. If you compare the solar system to a country, the Sun is the emperor, then Jupiter is the regent. It alone occupies 70% of the power of the entire court. How big is Jupiter? Its diameter is nearly 143,000 kilometers. It can put down 11 Earths at the same time. If Jupiter is hollowed out, it can put in more than 1,300 Earths. This volume is visible in the night sky. Ancient people have long noticed this special star. In China, it is called the Broken Star. Because it has been in the sky for 12 years, it is the same as the Earth. Ancient people used it to commemorate. Ancient Romans named it Jupiter, the king of all gods. It can be seen that different civilizations have the same respect for it. But the most shocking thing about Jupiter is not its volume, but the eyes on it. If you look at Jupiter with binoculars, you will see that it has a huge red elliptical spot in the southern hemisphere. That is the famous red spot. It is the largest storm in the solar system, with a diameter of about 14,000 kilometers. It is larger than the whole Earth. More than 100 years ago, its diameter was 40,000 kilometers. It can put down 4 Earths at the same time. The wind speed of this storm is up to 430 kilometers per hour, far beyond any super typhoon on the Earth, and it has been laughing for at least 190 years, maybe longer. Records show that it was observed more than 300 years ago. After the typhoon landed on the Earth, it will dissipate in a few days. Why can the storms on Jupiter last for centuries? The answer lies in the temperature of Jupiter. The energy emitted by Jupiter is more than what it receives from the Sun. This shows that it has its own internal heat source. This heat comes from its initial residual heat energy, and the heat released by the internal matter under gravity compression. It is this constant internal heat that provides a never-ending energy for a super typhoon like the red spot. But, in recent decades, astronomers have found that the red spot is shrinking, and there is a drop-off phenomenon on the edge. Scientists predict that it may become a small circle in 20 years and then disappear completely. If this is true, humans will witness the end of a universe that has lasted for hundreds of years. Jupiter has more than one eye. Its entire face is a dynamic, abstract painting. The red and white stripes parallel to the equator are clouds separated by high-speed airflow in different directions. Jupiter's rotation speed is fast and amazing. It only takes less than 10 hours a day. This high-speed self-rotation turns the atmosphere into a parallel track. The opposite direction of the airflow generates violent torrents and storms at the boundary. The entire Jupiter is like a boiling pot that is always rolling. Speaking of Jupiter's atmosphere, it is 5,000 kilometers thick and mainly made up of hydrogen and oxygen. According to the quality calculation, it is about 75% hydrogen and 24% oxygen. The remaining 1% is methane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen peroxide, and other impurities. This formula is almost the same as the Sun. That's right. Jupiter is essentially a sun without a dot. It has the raw material that becomes the star, but lacks the neighboring quality that causes nuclear fusion. If you go inside Jupiter, things get crazier. Under the atmosphere of thousands of kilometers, the pressure and temperature rise rapidly. The hydrogen is compressed into a liquid and forms a liquid hydrogen ocean that is tens of thousands of kilometers deep. It's so stressful that it can't even hold the liquid hydrogen. The hydrogen atom is crushed and the electrons are squeezed out freely. It forms a strange substance called liquid metal hydrogen. This substance does not exist on Earth at all. It is a liquid and can conduct electricity. It is the source of Jupiter's strong magnetic field. The magnetic field of Jupiter is 10 times stronger than that of Earth. Its magnetic field extends millions of kilometers towards the Sun. It can even touch the orbit of Saturn. At the core of Jupiter, it is a mysterious inner core made up of rock and iron. The temperature is as high as 36,000 degrees Celsius. It's hotter than the surface of the sun. Imagine, a failed star is hotter than the surface of the sun, is 2,000 to 8,000 times that of Earth. What does this mean? It means that Jupiter is like a huge cosmic vacuum cleaner. With its strong gravity, it sucks away or kicks out the solar system. Without Jupiter's protection, the frequency of Earth being hit by a small celestial body is much higher. It is unknown whether complex life can evolve. In a sense, Jupiter is one of the important reasons why we can stand here and look up at the starry sky. Jupiter's protection is more than that. It also has a huge satellite fleet. So far, humans have discovered 95 comets. Among them, the most famous is the 4 Galileo satellites: Comet 1, Comet 2, Comet 3, Comet 4. These 4 satellites are all very unique. Comet 1 is the most intense celestial body in the solar system. There are hundreds of volcanoes on the surface. It erupts every second. Comet 3 is the largest satellite. The United States launched the Europa satellite sensor. It is expected to arrive at Comet in 2030 to specifically detect the habitability of Comet 2. The hope of human beings to find extraterrestrial life is largely dependent on this ice satellite of the comet. Looking back at the comet, it did not become a star, but it shone in another way. It is the gatekeeper of the solar system and has blocked countless deadly blows for the Earth. It is a mini solar system with nearly 100 satellites to form a complex celestial family. Its satellites may contain the secrets of life, which makes human exploration of the universe full of hope. The comet tells us in its way that greatness does not have to shine. Sometimes, silent protection is more valuable than brilliant burning. Next time, when you look up at the night sky, if you see a particularly bright star that does not blink, it is likely to be Jupiter. Remember to say hello to it, because in a sense, without it, we would not be who we are today. In the solar system, it has a diameter of more than 5,000 kilometers. It is larger than a comet, and it is the only satellite with its own magnetic field. But the most exciting is Comet 2, also known as Europa. The surface of this satellite is a thick ice shell. But under the ice shell, it is likely to hide a global liquid ocean. The amount of water is 2 to 3 times that of all the oceans on Earth. The tidal force of the comet continues to rub the interior of Comet 2. The heat produced keeps the ocean liquid. More importantly, Hubble telescope has photographed the surface of Comet 2 spraying water vapor and rain. It shows that the seawater under the ice may be spraying into space through the crack. Scientists speculate that the bottom of the Comet 2 may exist an environment similar to the deep sea of the Earth, and the deep sea of the Earth is just the hot spot where life originates. In other words, Comet 2 is one of the most likely places in the solar system where life may exist except for the Earth. In 2024, this is the sadness of Jupiter. But Jupiter is not just a lost parallel star. For Earth, it is more like a silent guardian. In July 1994, humans witnessed a cosmic war. A comet named Sumik 9 was torn into 21 pieces by Jupiter's strong gravity. Then, like a chain gun, at a speed of 60 kilometers per second, it attacked Jupiter for 6 consecutive days. When the largest piece, G, hit Jupiter, the energy released was equivalent to 60,000 billion tons of TNT explosive. It was 750 times the total number of nuclear weapons stored in the world. The scratch caused by the impact was larger than that of Earth. The ball of fire rushed to a height of thousands of kilometers. This was the first time for humans to witness a celestial body impact in the solar system. If this comet hit not Jupiter, but Earth, the energy released would be enough to destroy complex life on Earth. Scientists found that the probability of Jupiter being hit by a comet and a small planet